Hey guys, welcome to African Empire, where we get content that is affordable, quick and easy, and will definitely give you the clothes that you're looking for, the clothes that is yours, and the clothes that I know for real that you deserve. So guys, today I am going to be answering a question based on my previous videos that I did for someone, and this is a question that I felt it is very important, and I would like to share a full-on video dedicated to it because I do value getting our glow so much. So with that, I am going to be eating here today. I'm eating rice and beans, and with that being said, let's get to it. So guys, I am going to be eating and talking because I am hungry. I haven't eaten, but besides that, I love traditional food, and as an African girl, you guys would know by now that I enjoy my African food and my African cuisines, and I just love how amazing food is when it's cooked the African way. So with that being said, I am going to start now, and this is I want to apologize guys, I'm sorry I didn't show you guys how I cooked this food. It was not planned. It's something that I thought would say, since I didn't eat, let me just bring my food to okay and kill one bird with two stones. Is that what they say? So yeah guys, I wanted to talk about this very important question. I'm going to read it out to you guys right now. As you guys might have seen from the title of the video and also from the thumbnail, someone asked me something and I wanted to dedicate a full-on video. It's going to be a very short dedicated video because I don't want to drag it, because the answers are really straightforward and specific because it's my experience type of vibe. So I still remember, my mind and brain is still fresh. Okay guys, yeah. Okay, let's start. Okay, so someone asked me how I managed to escape the manipulation and narcissistic behavior in the past. In my videos guys, I did explain quite a few things that I managed to heal from, and I managed to learn from and grow from. So I thought on this one, it would be unfair for me really with this question. That's why I really liked it. It would be unfair for me to just say these things. It's okay, this is what I healed from, this is what I survived, this is what I did, without me telling you guys what I did to achieve that, or to succeed in that, or to even escape. So let's call this an escape because it was like the dungeons. Remember my other video, I even spoke about it as like a topic of excuse me, working on my internal glow, right? But also the awareness, and I was also emphasizing on how important it is for us to realize now in the world that a lot of people don't abuse you physically, they abuse you mentally, right? So this is just like a continuation to that. And if you're new here, if you're a new subscriber, please do subscribe. Oh, you're a new subscriber, you already subscribed, okay, excuse me. Please do check out my other videos to understand the train of thought that comes with this question, So I do share a lot about things and experiences and things that I learned. And I do believe, Guti, I do have a teacher in me because I do like to teach and share things that brought me light into life. And I would like to share them. I really like to share them rather with you guys because I want you guys to get glowing internally and externally, and to also enjoy the journey of life with understanding that if I had to go through it, I don't believe you have to go through it too, because I went through it for both of us, right? very important, especially me being a person that likes to share things that bring life unto others. If I can share an experience that will help you escape, maybe you're going through it, and show me that I'm talking about it as something from the past. Maybe you are going through it like as we speak. If I have to share my experience and strategies and methods with you guys for you to also heal and find your glow, or even get it rather, I'm willing, because that's what we are here for. That's why I'm here, you know. And yeah, you don't have to go through it if I went through it. I always say that even with my siblings, I'm like, guys, some of the things that I tell you guys is because I don't want you guys to go through it, because I already went through it for us, you know. So I need to come now with the lessons and the teachings so that you guys don't go through it the same way I did, or even experience the pain. I don't want any of you guys experiencing pain, especially if I can give you a strategy of how to avoid it, right? Okay, sharp. Ooh. I must say, I love traditional food. Ooh, if you want to make me smile, don't rob me when it comes to my traditional food. These are brown beans, for those that don't know. They call them, I'll find a name. I don't know what they call them. Sweet beans, something. Sugar bean, I think. Yes, sugar bean. Yeah, sugar. I mean, I just call them with color, but I know you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm not sharing. Get me, especially seeing how my bowl is small, okay. I'm only sharing knowledge today, not my food. It's too small. I don't want. Okay, guys. Let's get to the real business, the real reason why we're here. Okay, sharp. So basically, this question was asked to go see, how did I manage to escape the manipulation and the narcissistic behaviors, right? I'm assuming this person might be going through it, or might want to also escape, or you know, those kind of things. So for me, I don't think I did brief it out nicely. I want to also put it out nicely, man, just for hoping you guys will get the picture, right? As I told you guys, I'm a person that absorbs energy, right? I'm a person that absorbs energy. That's why I usually like to tell you guys I'm all about positive energy. I like happy people. I like people who are hopeful no matter what circumstance they're going through. That's what I like. Those are the things that I need in my life. Those are the things that make me fulfilled, right? And the reason I always like to say that is because I need people to be aware of including me or not including me, especially when it comes to energy, because I absorb it very easy. What do I mean by this? I mean, in most instances, when you know that you have, like, let's say for instance, a function and it's filled with negative, blocked mind people, I would be so glad if you don't invite me respectfully, so because you know the type of person that I am. It works with anything, business, brands, collaborations. It works with anything. I'll never change. It is what I stand for, and I'm not saying I'm 100% always positive energy, but that's what I stand for. That's the energy I draw to myself, right? I needed to explain that too for you guys to understand where I'm gonna go with this. Okay, listen very carefully. So with that, I always on my videos have told you guys how important it is for me to be in environments that are very like aligned with the energies that I believe in, right? I already stated them. Okay, sharp. Moving on. I've also explained how easy it is for me to absorb energy, right? So coming back to the question, these things, sometimes the manipulation and narcissistic behavior was not directly sometimes happening to me, because remember, it was a phase in my life where this thing had to happen to me first, and then later on I learned about it, and then I now decided on what I'm gonna do with it, right? So this is where now, and to explain myself. Okay, so you'd find that I'm in an environment of people that constantly project these energies, which is like I'm in an environment where I'm observing or absorbing a lot of this manipulation energy, a lot of this very dark man. The aura was not great, I must say. Um, like always trying to drain people down instead of building. At least when you see someone doing good, it's fine to tell them, go to you, wow, you did a good job. Like, I'm that person. Don't dim someone's light, because you dimming their light, one day they'll lose even that last bit of confidence they have. So you'd find that, excuse me, you guys know winter stuff. So you'd find that a lot of times I would observe that and then end up absorbing it, and then it drains me. Even though at the time, sometimes it was not happening to me. I was not directly getting the manipulation or getting the narcissistic behavior towards me, but I was observing it. And once I identified what it was, I was like, I don't like this, you know? So I would say the first thing to do is to identify the problem. You need to also identify and stand outside and see if, are you in the problem? Do you also need to work on yourself? Is there something you're not doing right? Is there work you need to do based on yourself? So with me, I first had to identify. So I identified, I was like, yo man, negative energy does like drain me. And people that are always finding fault in everything, like, you know, they drain me, because they also end up making me psychologically think I'm also not good enough, I'm not good at what I do, and finding what I am in most cases. So that's where I firstly noticed what's okay, there's something wrong here, and I need to identify what it is. So I would say the first thing you need to do to escape this energy that is not good is to identify what is the problem, what is the matter. Okay, who is the problem? If you find, let's say for instance, the manipulator is a person, it's not a situation or a scenario you find it, and then you're like, okay, I'm dealing with this. Okay, and then now you have to come with point number 2 that I'm going to speak about. I think I need to read this book because this is good content. But anyways, I wish someone would break it down for me like this. But anyways, thank God I'm here, because I had to go through it to come and teach it, right? That's what I believe in. Okay, sharp. And then now, my food is gonna get cold, but at least it's nice also when it's cold, so it's that type of food. Plus, I'm zoned in right now. So, you'd find, you would say, okay, excuse me, after figuring out, so it's okay, this is the problem, or this person is the problem. Now you have to come to point number 2, which is strategizing. Now you need to learn, okay, how am I going to survive here? Number 1. Number 2, you need to know, how can I make it work with this person? Because we don't need to be friends, we can coexist as long as they're not in my space that I'm going to create for myself, my world, you know? Because energy is a big thing, and I know I talk about it a lot, and a lot of people might not get it, but one day I hope you also find it and understand, you know? Okay, sharp. And then now that you will understand what's okay, with me, I'm a music lover. I love music so much, and as I told you guys, when I'm working, I listen to Jen. If you didn't watch that video, please go and watch the video that identifies music for me, like you get to know me musically. I did it for you guys already. So I did talk about things like how important music has been for me. It's one of the things that made me realize was okay in this situation, in this circumstance, because I see now everybody is now starting to be affected by this thing. How can I work on finding a spot for me to survive in this situation without me being affected, or me even dying, out of me dying, losing my life because of this thing? And I was like, okay, I'm a music lover, I'm going to make it work. That's where I started channeling all the things that I enjoy. So I would know that I need to cook myself good food, healthy food, water. And I made my environment my paradise, So yeah, let me know if you want me to get into detail of that. Like, I don't mind. In fact, I think I should definitely work on a template or a book or something that will step by step identify what I did. Okay, sharp. Anyways, I'm just brushing it on top right now. I'm just scooping on top. Anyways, and then now another thing you must realize when you're surrounded by that energy of manipulation and narcissistic vibes and other things, let's call it negative energy to not pin it down to that, but it is about that. You have to now find a way to make yourself good at what you do, good at what you pour in, whatever that association would be. You have to find a way to be good. That's now where the strategy and value goes hand in hand, because for you to be respected and for you to find a space in whatever negative toxicness is, you need to be good at what you do. So then you need to add value. So now what do I mean by that? You need to make sure that one thing I've noticed about people who are very narcissistic is that they like power. They like to feel like, so you need to give them that. You need to play along, and you need to make sure that you are mastering, is what I would call it. Master every section. If they say, oh, collect the papers, make sure, even though you know it would not be in your description of what you agreed on, do it for the sake of mastering all these fields, right? After mastering now, you will be valuable. Whether they like it or not, they will see value in you. And them seeing value in you, either they will see it then or they will see it when I get to the last step. I'm stating 3 steps. There's more, but I'm just gonna phase it to 3 steps to answer this question. So you now get to the fact you will see, okay, Majiseki, a daily value and my strategy is to create my own world where I need to survive, because I need to do this because it's part of my journey. Sure. Now that you've identified those things, now you move on to understanding. Now you need to understand your value as well, because when you've mastered all these pieces and then now you're a master, you need to know now your value as well as a human being. Then that's where now you shine. That's where now the escape is almost there. That's where now you need to close the chapter. Your closing the chapter will be, don't forget God. Through this process, don't forget God, because God will guide you with timing. When they talk about divine timing, you will do things with divine timing and it will be from God, because you, with your own abilities, you wouldn't know when is the right time. But if you work on these things that I've stated to you and include God in it, He will align you with your purpose, right? I'm almost done. I think I'm gonna finish this off when I'm done, because I don't think I'm in the eating thingy right now. This is so delicious. Like when I eat, I forget how important you guys are as well. Hope I don't have beans on my teeth. If I do, forgive me. It's a Makbag. It's a Makbag. It's a Okay. Now you have regained your power because you have identified the problem. You have strategized on how you're going to survive within the problem, because you need to save yourself first within the problem. Number 3, you add value. Now you're thinking of strategies. What am I good at? Okay, mastering every, let's say it's a company, for instance. Right? It's a company. Now you are mastering every department because you want to add value, right? Adding value is when I take you out of the mixture, there will be a gap. That's where we go to number 3 match. Our number 3 is when now you identify your value. and then you sit down and negotiate. Now it's okay, because you know how much work you're doing energetically, spiritually, and physically, emotionally. All you're doing work secretively in your own space. One of they thinking, "I very this one naive, very stupid." It's okay. Then that's the great facade you have to put on, because you can't now also want to rule the people that think you know. Okay, sharp. Now we move on to the last step. The last step is now where you sit down with yourself honestly, you sit down and think, oh, it's okay. Do I think I'm going to survive the longest here? Or do I think I want to take myself out of the mixture, because now I've learned from whatever that lesson was. Now, do I need to stay, or what can make me stay rather? Or is it time for me to choose myself and go and spread my wings elsewhere? You know? And then now you have to realize, Pelus, you can't stay in that energy for long, because now it's either when you stay in that energy for long, there's gonna be changes. Like you're gonna be monetarily balanced, where now you can exclusively take yourself to another level where you'll be able to maneuver while being in the same energy, or you just completely take yourself out of that mixture. With me, I had to take myself out. It was an escape. I was like, okay, now I can't take this anymore. It was nice. And also I did negotiate. With me, I love, one thing about myself is that I give chances. So obviously, being the naive looking person that I am, it's like, why? Nah, you don't deserve nothing. And then comes to the last point of you now having to exit whatever that nonsense was, because now exit with so much grace as well. Exit with grace, humbleness, and kindness, knowing very well the value that is gonna be lost. Because now it's not easy, guys, these days to replace other people. Like no matter who you are, I don't care who you are, but it's not easy. So once you realize your power, and once you align your life and pray about it, so what's going to go with me, you know the type of person I am. I know in this world there is a space or a section or a circle that I fit in, you know, and God will definitely put you in wherever you need to be when it's time. Remember, when you include God, divine timing will take place. So that's another great thing about it. So I believe and hope that I answered the question with these 3 pointers, right? If you want me to run them down, I'll definitely do. I don't mind. Identify the problem. What is the problem? And then strategize. How am I going to survive in this problem? Because you can't just exit without something that is going to be a legacy or a remembrance. You need to make a mark. Make your mark. So you need to strategize on how you're going to learn your value to make a mark. After learning how to make a mark, and then you are going to negotiate if the negotiation don't go well. And it's also up to you if you want to negotiate, or if the circumstances force you to negotiate. If not, then now you plan on your exit, because you need and you would believe, and with the work that you would have done, of course great things will await, right? So that's basically the brief of what I would advise you to do. But I'm not saying everyone must exit the way I did. I'm not saying take my route, because chances are, for me, my path is not the same as yours. And you're learning these lessons to make wise decisions. And if you don't know what the wise decision is, sit down with yourself and God and ask him where to from here. And definitely, guys, there's gonna be things that align you. And with me, with my exit stage, I must say everything was working in a sign of saying it's time, because everything was not working out. Like everything, like you know, when you don't belong in a certain place anymore, and everything is speaking to you, everything is making sense, that see, you don't belong here anymore, and you can also feel it. And then that's where now you pray to God, because God will always align you with your purpose. And then you'd find yourself as time goes, and then you end up being in a place where you're fulfilled, and one day you'll be glad, you know, that you took the actions that you took. So divine timing, don't listen to people that would rush you into doing decisions or making decisions, but also trust in your source and believe what you're gonna make it one day. And when you do make it, don't be cocky about it, because I know how we can be as people, that yeah, fair cock or no. Always be grounded and know, Wuti, there was a reason for you to go through that, and there is a reason for you to also make it out, because some people don't make it out. Remember, I told you a lot of people also don't make it out with psychological abuse or mental abuse or emotional abuse, or you know, you can name it. A lot of people don't make it out, but if you manage to make it out, then God had a bigger picture for you. With that being said, guys, thank you so much. I'll definitely see you guys on my next video. Let me finish my food because I can talk for days. With that being said, bye. Bon appetit to me.